But like in the illustration of the axe and the tree, we say that the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Now, here is where I need to say something that I know is very unpopular, but I have to say this. There's a culture online right now on TikTok, on Instagram, on Reddit, and certain corners of the therapy world that is encouraging people to go no contact with their families, encouraging children and parents to stay away from their loved ones as an act of empowerment. And if you listen to them, it sounds very enticing, very interesting. And I want to be careful here because I'm not saying everyone who shares that message has a bad intention or they have a bad motive. A lot of people who promote these messages are genuinely trying to help people escape painful situations. I mean, for the children, many of them are in actual pains. Their lives have been turned around or torn in certain trajectory that they cannot return from. For the parents, many of them are having terminal illness and everything. But the issue here I have is that something has gone wrong because the message has moved from protect yourself from genuine harm to if a relationship causes you any discomfort, you are allowed to end it permanently. The first option is create a boundary, go no contact, become an estranged child, and wear it like a badge. And that message, dressed up in the language of healing and boundaries and mental health, is destroying, is crippling families that could have been repaired. Now, you see people go online. Now, the person, let me just use this metaphor, has a fractured finger. And then he goes online and meets somebody that has a broken neck. And the person is projecting their pain, talking about it, expressing themselves, expressing their anger. And you, who have a broken finger, hears a person who has a broken neck talk and express their hurt, express their pain. And some of the things he's saying, you're able to relate to it. And then you jump and try to see your own situation from the lens of the image that they are painting. And that message, dressed up in the language of healing and boundaries and mental health, is destroying families who are actually at the elementary stages of a crisis. It's convincing young people that the complicated and sometimes very painful and lonely work of staying in relationship with imperfect people is something that they are not obligated to do. And here's what research actually says about long-term estrangement. It's not primarily associated with relief and healing. It's mostly associated with complicated grief, with identity confusion, with persistent low level sadness that people carry for years, with regrets, especially after a parent dies. Because while you are staying no contact, parents feel it. It's actually worse than divorce. The people promoting estrangement online are not showing you the data. They are showing you the relief people feel in the first 6 months. They're not showing you what your 5 year journey looks like. They will never show you what your life will look like in 5 years. They're showing you what your life looks like in the next 1 month or 2 months. What year 10 looks like is different from what month 1, month 6, or even year 1 looks like. That's a fact you can take to the bank. Now, I'm not saying dangerous situations should be condoned. I've said that clearly before. What I'm saying is the permanent ending of family relationships should be the last door you walk through, not the first. And right now, online, it's being presented as the first and most empowering option. And it's very devastating. And I think that's causing enormous unnecessary suffering on both sides. This battle is so severe that when you go to some certain forums online, forums for estranged adult children are organized such that parents are not allowed into those forums and are not even allowed to see anything there. They tell you if you're a parent of an estranged child, please step up. Then you go to another forum for estranged parents, and they say if you are an estranged child, you're not welcome here. So, where does this leave us as families? It leaves us with a question that I think is the most important question in the family life today. Is it possible to build a relationship between parents and children that are strong enough to survive hard seasons where the distraction and noise of the day cannot penetrate? Close enough that estrangement never becomes the answer? I believe the answer is yes. It's very possible, but it's going to take intentional work, intentional attention to the relationship between the parent and the child. Now, not because families are perfect, not because conflict goes away just like that. No, it doesn't. But because there are specific things, very, very specific things, specific habits, specific conversations. There's a specific way of seeing your child as a person and then being seen by them that creates bonds that are very resilient, that can hold weight, that can survive disagreements, that can survive disappointment and the natural distance that comes with adult life. Because don't get it twisted, it comes with adult life. The desire to be alone, desire to sort it out, desire to work it out. And that's what this channel is about. For parents of young children, I want to show you what you can build right now in these early years because it's teaching time, save 9. I'm talking about something that will matter when your child is 25, when your child is 35, when your child is 45. For adult children who are estranged or who feel the pull towards estrangement, you are really at the edge. You are contemplating. You are holding on because you know or you have an idea what this will lead to. I want to offer you something from what you are finding elsewhere online. Not judgment, not a lecture about duty, obligation, yada, 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 and all of that. No, 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 no. But an honest conversation about what you actually want from your family and whether permanent separation is truly the path to getting there. And for parents who have lost the relationship with their adult child, I see you, and I don't think it's over yet. Not yet. It's not over. If any part of this video spoke something you've been feeling for some time now, whether you are a parent or you are an adult child, or someone who is trying to figure out how to keep your relationship the way it's supposed to be, keep it from failing, keeping it from falling apart, I want you to do one thing. Leave a comment below and tell me which side of this you are on. I also have something for you, a free guide called 10 things that parents of close adult children do differently. It's the most practical thing I've put together so far and it's completely free. The link to the ebook is in the description. My name is Joe and this is Family Journey Online. I'll see you in the next video.